everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. Y'all, it's been a long time since I've actually filmed a regular video for you guys, and I'm telling you, with the way things are going, it looks like I can at least try to get you guys a video out maybe once a quarter. I thought I could at least do it once a month, but I'm not going to actually commit to that, but I will commit to at least once a quarter. And that one video will at least be the setup of my new journal for 2023. Many of you all already have seen, the setup. I have a playlist out there of the 2023 planner prep. I'll link it up above, but I'll try to do my best to just explain to you all, where I got, the certain items that are in my journal. But I really do miss you all. I'm happy to be filming this video today. Now, I am a little bit under the weather. I have like a little bit of blockage in my right ear. I've already, rinsed it out, but it still seems like I'm under the water. So I'm hoping that this video turns out well the first time. If you are not following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of, things in my story, and I do reels. Now, I do some shorts here on YouTube. So if you're on the homepage of my channel, instead of clicking videos, just click shorts and you'll be able to see the latest short video that I posted. So I post more shorts than, of course, you see I'm posting actual long videos. But let's get right into this here, review of the first quarter, guys, in my new journal. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, with this here notebook cover, it's working for me. I love it. It is a beast. You all see I have it packed and it's doing what it needs to do. And like I said, I have all the information in the description box of the playlist of my 2023 planner prep. I'm just showing you how I have it. What works for me, guys, because I wanted something that I could put in my purse. I'm able to put our checkbook in here, and I love that. So I'm gonna take it out, but you saw I just put, one flap in and close it up. And if I need to write a check, guys, it's all in one place. It's in my journal cover. I just flip it open and do what I need to do. I keep a pen. This here pen that I'm using, it is the Pentel Energel pen, and I love it. It is a really nice pen. And these here are offering envelopes. I keep these on hand, and like I said, this here cover is just great. So right here, the setup, like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. If you want to see it, I do have it. And, like I said, check out the playlist. What I have here in the inside of the clear cover is just some stickers. These are some of the clear mini tiny circles that I have. And I do give these out as freebies in some of the orders. And so I just kind of, kept some of the colors that I use. And then, of course, for Bible journaling, I have some $2 reflection stickers. Of course, these are in my shop. I have some scripture scripts. And these here, I do have highlight strips. You can get them in short and long. And this here, guys, I'll show this to you because I did set it up. But it was so beautiful. I did not write in it. But this here came with, it's one of the deco stickers that I have in my shop. It's part of a deco sticker called Boho Home, and I'll show you that. It is just so lovely. But I have not used these here headers to set up my weekly just yet, but I will use them. And like I said, this here is working for me. I love this here setup. And the 2023 at a glance, and of course my yearly overview, that's working. Now, I did move my tab. I had this here quarter one tab on the side, so I moved it up front as a front top tab, and I like that as well. I do make my own clear labels. Now, in the shop, I have 113 divider labels. You can get there many mixed labels, so you want to check them out if you wanted to do your own DIY tabs. I do have some, you know, label words for you guys, and they do include the quarters in it as well. Now I flip over, and then I went ahead and, of course, I have my goals. And so far, I have, you know, taken care of two of the goals, which is to get my hair cut shorter, which I did, and to start back saving funds in all categories. And I'll show you that setup as well. Here, be more active in our helps ministry. This here, I'm still working on it. I don't want to check that off until the end of the year. Increase my time in my journal, which I have. But I still don't want to, check it off just yet. And finish kitchen and room renovation. The kitchen is finally done, but we have one room that we want to renovate, just paint and then redo the floors. And we haven't started that just yet. So how I started the setup, guys, is I went ahead and started with a January at a glance sticker. I have this in my shop for all the years, and they are themed. So if you are liking the theme months, I have those as well. I went ahead and created monthly themes for these here at a glance calendar stickers, and they are working. So I love that. So I set it up with at a glance and just kind of put down some of the things that are going on for the month. And then I flip over. Now what I did, I wanted to see how I like the horizontal and vertical sticker as far as the calendar. So I did not like this setup. I really did not, because I'm having to turn my planner like this. But if you like this style, again, I have this in the shop, and I love these tiny stickers. And then the date covers, they're in my shop. You can get them as transparent clear or matte white. And of course I had some clear left over, and that's just a beautiful clean look, guys. It really is. And these here dollar bills for paydays, I have them in the $2 shop. And my little tiny icons, they are a hit. You all are loving those tiny icons. So I have added some new ones in the shop as well. And then over here, I do have an expense tracker. So what I did, I made a expense tracker to match the little, mini calendars. So, and I say little because these are not as small as the some others that I have in my shop, so they're not quite as small. I think these are like 2.5 inch or 3 by 3, but it just works. So I went ahead and made some expense trackers as well. I have those in the shop, and they're printed. They are a sticker, and I just love it. I just go ahead and jot down our expenses for the month, and that way on my calendar, I have the calendar on the left, and then I have the expense tracker on the right. And then I get into the financial intent. Now the financial intent, it is a printable, so it is in the shop, guys. And I print it on sticker paper. So you can find sticker paper, cheap sticker paper on Amazon, and just have fun. Just have fun, guys. And I just use one of the, clear tiny dots just to, indicate that it's January's budget. So I did not do a closeout budget with you guys, but since this video is going to be a little long in detail, I'll go ahead and just share with you all, how things turned out. Now for January, things turned out really well. So we were under budget with our expenses, as you see. And for the emergency fund, we were able to put a little extra in the fund, but all the other saving funds still got money. So even though we planned only $90, we were able to put a total of $210 for the month of January in those funds. And we did have money left over. This was a bonus month for Hub, so that really was unexpected, but it did come on through. So we did finish the kitchen at the end of January, so the remaining funds went towards the kitchen. And I think I mentioned before, usually I do a zero budget where I could have just said remaining funds. I could have put it up here to the kitchen, $739, and that way that would have zeroed it out. I just haven't been doing that because I know whatever we do have extra, it was going toward the renovation. So it really is a zero-based budget, but not necessarily, written down. I just put it in the highlights. All right, and then I started out setting up, the weeklies. I only set up 2 weeks at a time. So weekly on here and weekly here, and I don't date it until, I say, okay, I got something really, going on the following week. Let me go ahead and, do a weekly. And I don't have a lot going on every week to do a full weekly, but there are times I do. And so I was pretty busy this here week. All right, so when I get into the second page, this is where I did some journaling from sermon notes. These are plant stickers I have in my Etsy shop. They are $2 sticker, guys. You want to grab them. And then these stickers here came from a sticker book from Happy Planner. And let me show you. So when I say Happy Planner, I'm mainly using what I have. I did a video on an inventory of my stash that I wanted to shop my stash, guys. And if you missed that video, I'll leave it linked up. But these are, some of the sticker books that I had. And I've mainly been using these sticker books. So if you wanted to know what I'm using, these are the ones I'm using mainly for now. But I'm going to try to make sure that I use up all of my stickers. All right, I get into the end where I set up the scripture reading and writing plan. I do the Mary Martha scripture reading and writing plan. So I do have the information linked as well down below in the description box. So I just did a simple setup. Bibles, these are $2 stickers in my shop. And these here florals, I do have, they're like the monochrome florals. I have them in the shop as well. Okay. And I just like the simplicity of it. So for January, that's what I did. Okay. And then when we get to February, I think I kind of switched some things up, but you'll see. So for February, the same concept. I have the large calendar. I did put a little tiny dot on the 23rd because we were doing something for our anniversary. So I did indicate that there, and then I just made some notes, kitchen renovation wrap up. But when I set this up, the kitchen was already wrapped up, so it was done, and I'm just very happy we got that done. I get on over, so this is where I changed the calendar. So instead of going horizontal, I went vertical. All right, and I'm loving it. I really am. And you'll see I did the same thing in March. So it works really well. And then, of course, on the right side of the calendar, I went ahead and did a expense sheet for the month. Okay. And if you're not a full budgeter and you just like to, get your expenses jotted down, an expense tracker is the way to go, guys. It really is. And then, of course, I flip on over to the February's budget, and I did a clear sticker to indicate February. And February, guys, February turned out really well. So we planned 2715 expenses. We were below, and I was able to put a little extra for the emergency fund, and we end up a little bit over $600. So out of that money, I did put an indication here that we gave an extra $150. We had our Founders Day, and I was able to let Hubs know that we did have that extra money. So again, this here, the way I'm budgeting now, it does work, even though, like I said, I'm not doing a zero base on paper. We are, making sure that funds are allocated. So right here, when I said remaining funds to the kitchen, again, when I set this up, the kitchen wasn't quite done, but we were able to make sure we got the kitchen finished, and I'm just so thankful, guys. And then the same setup where I do 2 weeks of, just setup. Now, if I need to do a weekly more than 2 weeks, then I'll just go ahead and do it. But I think this is working for me, guys. Just do the setup, and then when I feel like I need to do a weekly, then I go in and do it. Now, you see the way I started, just doing it, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just straight down again. But over here, guys, and I think for the second quarter, I want to try to incorporate this style a little bit more. I just put this week in whatever I have going on for that week. Just use some tiny dots to indicate what I need to do. And even with a to-do, and then put a date next to it and just, put me some tiny dots. So I'm thinking that that's the way I'm going to flow. But we'll see. I'm still trying it out. So for the second quarter, I'll be trying out, this here way along with just the regular way, just to see which one I really do gravitate towards more. And here is my boho home sticker, guys. I did not write in it because it's just so beautiful. And these are the dots and the weekly headers that go with it. It is just beautiful. It is really gorgeous. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to even write in it. I'm just going to enjoy this layout. And it is such a beautiful layout, guys. All right, and then I get into the scripture reading writing for February. So, like I said, these are the mini calendars that I do have in the shop. So they are definitely minis versus the themed calendars that I use to set up. So I like this large sticker. Now, if you have a planner that's larger than this here B6, then of course it'll kind of look a little smaller, but it's still not going to be as tiny as these. I think these are 1.5 or 1.25 inch stickers. All right, so these here are Black History Month stickers. I do still have them in the shop, guys, so you want to check those out. And I love them. Now here is something that's different. You see the date February. I have clear dailies, and these here are the regular size, and I'll show you the difference between the regular and the mini. I prefer the mini. The regular fit just fine. It just depends on what type of look you're going for. If you have a larger planner, regular size will be just as fine. But with the smaller planner, I think I like the mini better, but I'll be able to show you the difference. All right, the same setup with the Bibles, and then I just went ahead and put the date on there. So I really do like using the dailies. To me, the setup is simple and it's nice. All right. And then at the end, of course, I use stickers from the Happy Planner book that I showed you guys. And we get into March. I use the tiny stickers just to highlight dates that were, important to me for the month of March. Of course, my birthday month. And my son's birthday, and along with we had Founders Week, so that was awesome. And the setup again is the same. So guys, I am loving this setup. So for me, it's working, and I don't see where I need to change it. And for March, of course, I just went ahead and wrote in the dates because I didn't have any extra oopsie stickers, and I didn't want to print any stickers, so I just went ahead and wrote the dates in, which is fine. Here are the expenses for March, and same concept. I went ahead and just used a green tiny clear dot to indicate March. And yeah, I have not closed out the month of March here on paper. I will close out March, guys, but I have closed it out on our spreadsheet. So I do use two different budgeting system. I have a spreadsheet, and of course I use the paper and pencil. So I will go ahead and fill this in off camera, but I will tell you March turned out well. So we did have, I want to say about, we might have had a couple of $100 left over for March, but we were not over budget. And then I get into how I do the weekly setup. Now here you will see I changed it up. So instead of it just all going down, I started going Monday, Tuesday, having them side by side. Now the reason why I didn't put Thursday up here is because I had already set this up, and I was like, oh man. So I'm going to be using this setup in April so I can see how I like it. Do I like it straight down, or do I like them side by side? And I didn't have a whole lot going on this week, but I wanted to at least do a weekly because I did have a few things that I needed to make sure I take care of. And like I said, this here goes in my purse, so anytime I need to flip it open and see what I jotted down, I can do that. I don't have to wait till I get home. And over here, this is that list. So like I told you before, let me share it with you again for the month of February. So this is the comparison of how I'm doing the list as opposed to a regular weekly. So I started it on this here page for March. Now I didn't put a date on here, but it was a running list, and I like that. So I'm thinking the way I'm going to do it, I'll do 1 week and then I'll do a list and then kind of see how I flow. And then I may end up just going to list period. Now, I didn't tell you guys about these here days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I do have a large sheet if you're interested. If you use days of the week a lot, I do have a large sheet with 2 different script types in the shop as well. All right, and I get into our scripture reading and writing for the month of March. God believes in you, which is a wonderful scripture writing plan, guys. I love this, and I loved how they did a message in here as well. This is the first time I think they've done this, but I love that. So I printed it, of course, and I put it in the planner. All right, the setup again. I love putting a mini month up here. That way it kind of keeps me on track with, the days of the week. So right here, the date, March 1st, March 2nd, you see these are much smaller than February. I like these. These are my minis. So let me give you another comparison of February. So March, you see how large and bolder February is to March. So again, they work, but for me, I just prefer the smaller ones. Okay. And you do have an option. You have the regular size, or you can get the mini size. All right, and I love this setup as well. Same stickers, except for the scripts. They're in my shop, but these here stickers are from the Happy Planner book. And I just love it, guys. I use some arrows, and then I use my scripts to layer it. And I actually like the way that came out. It looks really nice. So, and I love this here as well. The colors are beautiful. And this here, I ran out of stickers that I wanted to use. And so what I did, guys, I just went ahead and used the highlight strips that I have in my shop. I used some highlight strips and put my scripts on top. And hey, it still looks great. So it depends on how simple you want to go. You can. And then this week here, I just used my Bibles stickers and then the dates. So it was really simple. It was just, the mode that I was in. I wasn't feeling a whole lot of stickers, but it was simple and I enjoyed it. So that concludes the first quarter, guys. And I have not set up Q2 yet, but I will. And I will be sharing, my setup, of course, on Instagram. So make sure you're following me. And then I'll probably try to share a snippet on YouTube Shorts, but we'll see. Now, what I want to do is I want to flip back because I want to show you guys the setup of my savings. Now, what I use here is just a, tab that I had just hanging around, a sticky tab. And then this here sticker is from my financial teeny tiny icon set. So that's just to indicate this is where the saving funds are. So this is the small. I have so many different colors of the gumball machine, guys, and so many different, variations of how much you want to save. So go and check out the savings trackers. I have so many in the shop. Now, with this here, the emergency fund, I'm loving this. So it just kind of allows me to just see where we're at with, saving, with our emergency fund, especially, just the extra money that we're saving on the side. So I do like this. And then I have a pet care fund. And again, these are all the funds that we used to have, but we end up stopping them because we were trying to make sure that we were getting everything that we need for the house. We're putting all our funds into the home. And I'm just happy to, be able to start all of them back up. And to add, the taxes fund. So this is so cute. I love the little piggies. And that bright pink, you may not be able to see it, but the eyes, or the little under the little eyes here on the wallet, they're hot pink. So it really is so cute, guys. I love it. And then the vacation fund. So the vacation fund is one of those funds that I'm happy to have, back, because, guys, we gotta take a vacation and we need to make sure we're prepared. So even though our goal is $520, we're just saving, $10 per month. Eventually we're gonna use it and it adds up and it will help, guys. But I wanted to share that I do have it set up as far as the saving funds in the back of the journal, and it's working really well. So, and I have a few pages, at the end in case there's something else I wanted to write in here. But that concludes the flip through, guys, for the first quarter. The only thing, like I said, I would change is I'm going to change up the way I set up the weekly page. I want to incorporate more of, just lists and, being able to just go ahead and put in the date for that particular week. But we'll see, how I flow. I may just do the side by side days and then still do this page. That way, instead of 2 weeks, I can possibly get 3 weeks and only use 2 pages. So that's where I'm at, guys. Please let me know if you have any questions about the setup. I have been getting questions, and like I said, if you have not watched the planner prep videos, I have everything that I use to set up my journal in the description box. And I'm really thinking about getting another cover, but in the brown color, because I am very pleased at, how well this baby has taken a beating. Because like I said, I just throw it in my purse and keep going, but I love it. And even with, some of the scratches, and the older it gets, it just looks better. It really looks good. And then I'm going to get a different color engraving of my name, because you can't hardly see it on here. I didn't realize that, so I should have went with a gold or a silver to make it pop on this black. But other than that, guys, it is working for me. It is working. Now, it is a little dusty because of that felt, but it's fine. You can just get a piece of tape and, take it off, but it doesn't really bother me. I'm good with it. But yeah, guys, leave me a comment down below. Did you like the setup? Let me know what part of the setup that you did like, and do you want to try setting up your own journal? This is the first time I've used the actual plain journal, just a clean slate. And now I'm still learning, but I'm happy to share the process with you guys as far as what's working and what's not working. But for the most part, guys, it is working. So I'm just loving it. Like I said, it's amazing. I'm shocked at how much I grab it now, because it's on the go. And I don't think that I want a larger planner, because I like to be able to just put my hands on my planner and, do my writing, do my setup if I need to. So, yeah, I have no complaints. Like I said, I'll change some things up in April, but that's about it. But this is it for this video, guys. And again, I am so happy to be back to be able to at least share the first quarter journal, how has it been working for me, video with you guys. But all right, you already know. I'll see you in the next video, but please start watching my short videos as well, guys, because I will post shorts before I post a full video. But all right, I'll see you later. Bye.